Hey everyone, thanks for jumping here back again. Today we're going to be talking about Polkadot for the first time ever in this channel. We are going to be deploying the dot risk metric in order to know the current risk for the coin against the US dollar. Now, if you are new to this channel, this indicator that we have right here is a model that we have created so we can distinguish between overbuy and oversell regions. So to simplify the matter, this indicator shows when an asset is oversold, which basically means that it's a good time to accumulate it. And it also shows when an asset is being overbought, which means that it's a good time to exit and to move out from it. Now, we do have this model with many other coins. I haven't released the DOT model yet, but you can surely get the risk metric for Cardano, Chainlink, Elrond, as well as BNB versus the US dollar by joining our Telegram. The model is totally free. You don't have to pay anything. All you have to do is go to our Telegram group and you will find it pinned. I'll leave a link to my Telegram group down below in the comments. Now, this indicator is on the scale of 10, and one way to look at this model is to split it in three parts. Green area known as our accumulation area, and this is when the risk of the asset against the US dollar approaches zero, which means that the asset is a much safer investment. We also have the red region that we go up to when the price keeps climbing up in a bull market, and the higher we get, the higher the risk is, indicating a rush of buyers in our market and a potential reversal and a move to the downside. And we also have this empty region between 4 and 6 in which we don't buy nor sell. We don't do anything here. In addition to that, while using this indicator, one thing we love doing while navigating the market is gradually buying and selling to avoid the exposure to high risk levels. And this is very important. As we said, this whole region tend to be a good buy opportunity. But if you jump in, for example, let's say here when the risk is at 4 out of 10, then there is a high chance that the price keeps on dropping. And that's when the process of gradually buying comes in. So while buying with your fiat, you should, for example, go 10% right here, 20% here when the risk is between 3 and 2, 30% right here when the risk is between 2 and 1, and 40% of your fiat or of the money you are planning to invest right here when the risk is below 1. You can definitely have a more aggressive approach if you can sleep well at night. You can surely go maybe 5% here, 15% right here, and 80% when the risk is below 2, to each his own approach. And the same method applies to buying. Now, as of the time of me recording this video, DOT is down 55% from its all-time high, and the risk is at around 2.05, which theoretically speaking means that DOT is a much safer investment now in comparison to when its price was up here. I mean, the last time DOT had such low risk levels, it was back in May when DOT was at roughly 13 US dollars. And as you can see, the price still dropped down another 23% with the risk metric also sliding further down, but nonetheless, this was a great buy opportunity. And afterwards, the price went up 300%, which is 4x from this target. As I said, the risk is low, but it doesn't mean that we won't drop lower. People don't understand this. Forget about timing the market. It won't happen, and you can do it. And I also can do it personally. And this is why we've developed this model after all, so it helps us. Can we see DOT at $20 before the end of the year? Yeah, sure, it's possible, but honestly, this whole region is a good buy opportunity. And for me, I don't care if the price drops 20% from my entry point. I see this whole region as an amazing chance for me to accumulate. And this is also why I gradually buy, so I can compensate the losses. Because if I jump in all at once, for example here, and throw all of my money when the risk is up at 4, let's say, then I expose the whole asset, I expose my whole investments to this 20% drop. However, if I gradually buy while the price keeps sliding down, then I will have a better average price and it won't feel like a 20% drop to me. Now, back in November, the risk reached 6.91 at our all-time high, which according to our indicator means that you should have sold around 10% of your holdings. Can DOT go back into these regions? Yeah, sure, but I don't see that happening this month. I mean, we still have, 2 weeks left in December, and for us to go above 6 on the risk metric, so basically in this region, this would require DOT to go above its all-time high at 55 US dollars. Do I think it's possible to happen before the end of the year? No, honestly, I don't see that happening. I mean, if we pull up the KDG on the weekly, we still have a downward pressure for the time being for another week or 2 weeks. Don't follow the narrative of some YouTubers telling you that Bitcoin will reach 100K by the end of the year and DOT will reach $100 or $200 by the end of this month. It won't happen. I mean, if you go to the charts and you want to make DOT go to $100 by the end of this year, you literally need a vertical line. Also, If we take a look at .btc, we can see that we have this region right here that we went in and out from so many times. The first time that this happened, it was back in September of last year, and since then, .btc has been revisiting this basically every couple of weeks. Now we are coming back at it again with another very important test. Will we manage to hold it? I honestly don't know. I'm not here to claim I do, but if Bitcoin keeps this type of movement to the downside or sideways, if Bitcoin keeps going down to lower prices like 42K, for example, then there is a high chance, there is a high probability that DOT won't handle the sell pressure and will be exposed to losing its value, not only against the US dollar, but also against Bitcoin. So for me, this is a very important point right here that we should hold if we want to see a bullish Polkadot going into 2022. So as I said, this was about it, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, like the video, share it on Reddit or Facebook or whatever, so more people can access this indicator for free, and peace.